Go ahead.
Batting first from Pioneer, Jack Bunsey. And Jack is going to be off to Rockport.
We are live from Depew High School for the third annual Chuck Senn Senior All-Star Game. I'm Stu Boyer with Jeff Helmbrick from West Seneca West. Xander Payne fires, and that one's hit out to center field, and the center fielder puts it away for the first out of the ball game. No. Nate Milk makes the catch.
Vic Mazzara. Vic is off to the University of Albany.
Nick Mazzaro is the batter. He's headed to Albany. Tom Prince announcing all the batters. There's the pitch to Nick. Down low for a ball, and it's 1-0.
Tom.
The pitch. High and tight for a ball.
He's got nothing.
I don't have anything either.
Unmuted, too.
Tidy's right there.
Heidi.
Payne fires to Mazzaro. In there for a strike. 1-2 on Mazzaro. One out. Top of the first. Nobody on. Payne fires. In there for a strike. Here's the pitch. Down low, ball 4, and there's our first base runner of the ball game. We're having some technical difficulties, audio difficulties. Hopefully we'll get them straightened out, and we'll hear something from the coach momentarily. Jake Golombek from Lockport is the batter, right-handed hitter, facing right-hander Xander Payne out of Medina. The pitch. Up high, ball 1, 1-0. I can't hear myself either.
No, I know. I can't hear anything.
There goes the runner. Throw down to second. Not in time. So I guess in games like this, Jeff, how aggressive do you expect these coaches to be?
Well, I think it's kind of an all-star game type setting, so these guys are looking to showcase their talent. So I think they're going to get after it and kind of challenge each other. Got some of the best in Western New York here today.
There's a foul ball. One out and a runner on second. Payne pitching to Golombek. Way up high. Gets off the catcher's glove, and Mazzaro will round the bag at third and stay there. Luke Bloss of Star Point doing the catching. One out and a runner on third in the top of the first. The pitch to Golombek. Down low for a ball. And there's another walk. There we go. Now we're getting some audio. So the runner's at first and third with one away. And we'll wait for Tom Prince to introduce the next batter.
Now representing Lancaster, Billy Morris.
Billy Morris is the batter. He'll go to Dieuville for college. Umpires tonight, Steve Heather behind the plate, Kevin O'Brien at first, Wally Bissett at second. There's a high fly ball, pretty well hit to deep right center field, and that is in there. And that might be a ground rule double. Did that bounce over the fence? Looked like it did. So the National League team strikes first. Runners at second and third with one away, an RBI double by Morris from Lancaster. Now we get another Morris. This is Braden Morse from Williamsville North. He's headed to NCCC. Stu Boyer and Jeff Helmbrick, the West Seneca West head coach of the Indians. Breaking ball and a beauty for a strike. 0-1. Now, the good thing about this, Jeff, is you're getting more batters up in the first inning, so you're getting more guys into the game quicker.
Yeah, I mean, guys are getting some ABs here right off the bat. I mean, they're not bashful with swinging the bat here.
This is the 3rd annual Chuck Senn Senior All-Star Game. We'll have interviews with players throughout the game here. Morse from Will North tries to check his swing. And does.
Brendan, one of our top pitchers in ECIC 1 this season, had a heck of a year.
Here's the pitch. Oh, that hit him. Oh, that had to hurt. That's the last thing you want to see in a game like this, and now the bases are loaded.
Representing Silver Creek, Gavin Borello.
Gavin Borello from Silver Creek.
University of Albany.
Headed to Albany. Well, he got a chance to really kind of do some early damage here, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. And, I mean, this is a big bat here in a prime spot.
Here's the pitch. Way up high for a ball 1. 1-0. So Xander Payne has hit a batter, walked a couple, and got one out. And it's 1-0. National League down low. Nice stop by Blass. Out of Star Point. Just a hot, humid night here in Depew. Temperatures in the 90s today. The pitch. In there for a strike.
No complaints here, Stu, after the spring that we had. No complaints.
Didn't mean it as a complaint, but I can see where you would have thought that. Here's the pitch. In there for a strike. And the pitch. Ball 4, he walked him, and it's 2-0 as a run is walked in from third.
Representing Portville, Max Yale.
Max Yale, big left-handed pitcher from Portville, heading to West Virginia. I would say he's one of the top arms in Western New York.
Pretty good hitter, too. We saw him in Binghamton, and he hit the ball pretty well. Hit a ringing double to right center field.
Portville made a good little run in that state playoffs.
They really did. Fun group to watch. And Yale will bat left-handed as he throws. I guess, Jeff, my question is, most of the guys who are going to play in college on the outside corner for a strike, 0-1. Most of the guys who are going to play in college, how many of these guys are going to be redshirted because of COVID and so many guys having extra years of eligibility?
I think the dynamic of all NCAA 1, 2, and 3 is really backed up some of these kids coming out of high school. You have a lot of guys coming back. You have a thing called the transfer portal where guys aren't liking their current situation. So, guys are flipping around a lot more often now than ever.
So if you got a big kid like Yale, he walks and it's 3-0. Xander Payne struggling with his control here in the top of the first. So are you going to redshirt a kid like that, bulk him up, maybe get an extra mile an hour or 2 on the fastball?
Well, I feel like what happens is, it's a whole different animal once you get to that Division I level, and once they get them on campus, they're kind of theirs. So I think, a lot of stuff is figured out in the fall when they show up, and then we'll see what happens from there.
Swing and a miss by Ruffino from Williamsville North. And he takes a called strike. Joey Ruffino is in a 0-2 hole. 3 runs in, bases loaded, still only 1 out. Here's the pitch to Ruffino. Chopped slowly towards short to second for 1, back to first. Not in time, and they're 2 away. And a run scores, and it's 4-0. For some reason, they put they gave 1 to the visitor. Haven't even batted yet.
They were playing the point spread right off the plate.
Owen Silliman, and there goes a runner from first down to second. He'll be in there without a throw. Silliman takes a called strike. The runners are at second and third with 2 away. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2, 0-2 on Owen Silliman. Payne winds, fires up high for a ball. It's a challenging night for the coaches. 92 players here. You got to get everybody into this game.
Wow. I mean, it's tough managing 12.
There's a high pop-up foul and out of play.
I just remember doing this a few years ago. I coached the first game of this, and you know, we actually sat down, and it's quite the chore to make sure everybody gets the due that they're did for coming to this event.
Must have taken hours to plan that out.
Couple planning periods as a teacher. I mean, I sat down and we kind of hashed it out, and here we are.
Here's the pitch to Silliman. Bouncing ball toward short, gloved by the shortstop. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. Mike Stelrick to Ryan McCarthy to end the inning, but the American League does some damage. They get 4 runs. They leave a couple of guys on, and after 1/2 inning of play, it's the American League 4, the National League coming to bat. You're watching the 3rd annual Chuck Senn Senior All-Star Game on Western New York Athletics.
Sometimes it just isn't your day. We all need a little help from time to time. That's why we're committed to providing safe, quick, and cost-effective care. And we keep it simple. Just walk in. We're here for you. Learn more today.
With exclusive buyer insights and our 100% money-back guarantee, we're confident we'll find buyers for your home. Howard Hanna. Home happens here.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA, with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics. Call our Buffalo office today for an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs.
Do you insure a lot of businesses?
Yes, we do.
How about restaurants?
We got a bunch.
Do you cover property damage?
Yes, we do.
How about my equipment?
Covered.
How about sewer backup?
We got it.
What if my cook gets hurt?
They're covered.
Foodborne illnesses?
Covered.
What if my party tent goes down?
Covered under property damage.
And you say this is all under one policy?
One policy.
When do I pay?
Once a month.
Just one time?
Just one.
Is there anything you don't cover?
What's your record for consecutive questions asked?
31.
Tables. We don't do tables.
Gotta love Buffalo.
For all your insurance questions, call the Wolf at 835-WOLF.
High schools, we get set for the bottom half of the 1st inning. The American League pushing across 4 runs in the top half of the inning, and now the National League will swing the bats. Tommy Lynch on the mound pitching. Gavin Borello out of Silver Creek is his battery mate. Now the challenge here, coach, is getting all these guys into the game, so that 1st inning kind of helped out Paul Nask a little bit.
Well, yeah, I think they got quite a few guys up there, so you won't have to worry about, guys getting at least 1-2 at bats. Who knows?
So here in the bottom of the 1st, Bunsey, Mazzara, Golombek, first 3 batters to face Lynch. And, of course, we're going to have multiple changes in this game. And there's the throw down to second. We're going to have multiple changes in this game, and we'll do our best to keep up with them. I'm not scoring this game in the traditional way. And our man Tom Prince is introducing each batter before they step in.
Now up, representing Star Point, Luke Blas. And Luke is off to Jacksonville.
And there's a change already. I had Bunsey from Pioneer leading off.
I think he let off in the top half, too.
So I just mixed it up. Well, there's a strike in there. I don't know where they want to sit you. Have a seat. Tim, we got a guy for an interview here. That looks like a St. Joe's shirt. There's a foul out of play. Let me just put the microphone down there. All right. He said you were coming from Canisius, but that's a St. Joe's shirt. So who do we have here?
Joey Haynes from St. Joe.
Joey Haynes. All right, Joey, what's it like to play in a game like this one?
It's a great experience to be able to play with all the guys, all the best players who play all year round, and get a great atmosphere. And Tom Prince does a great job, and it's been great to be able to see and play one last time in the maroon and black.
Where are you headed next year?
Canisius College to play baseball.
To play baseball. That's awesome. They've got a great program over there. Now, Coach Helmbrecht and I were just talking about how the landscape has changed. Do you expect to compete for playing time right away? Do you expect to be redshirted? Have they told you anything?
So sitting down with him, he basically, obviously, they got a lot of guys who are coming off the corona, have extra years, have redshirt years, so it's going to be tough going in there as a freshman and getting playing time. So I'm assuming later on, as I keep progressing, I'll eventually get in there. But he said basically how I come in, may have to redshirt, may be playing there for 4 years, who knows.
Do you know what you're going to study?
Yeah, I'm going for accounting and finance.
Good for you. Now, did you look at a lot of other schools?
Yeah, but once I really wanted to go to Canisius, and once they put it on the table, I was all for it.
Well, awesome. Good for you. Yeah. Well, we had a ground out to the third baseman and a swing and a miss by McCarthy from Nichols. And we want to thank you, Joey Haynes, yes?
Yes.
For showing up here. Appreciate it. Good luck tonight, and good luck the rest of the way.
You too. Thank you.
Thanks, Joe. So there's one out, nobody on base. McCarthy from Nichols is the batter. Lynch from Canisius on the mound, and he winds it up and fires. Swing and a miss, strike 3. There's our first strikeout of the ball game. Well, Coach, he kind of just blew it past him there, didn't he?
Yeah, I mean, he settled really fast. Went right after the batter and get some guys to chase.
All right, well, whatever lineup I was given is not close.
Well, looks like we got Scotty Hess here from Orchard Park High School.
Thank you. Okay, because he's
another division foe, so I'm pretty familiar with this bat.
That's good to know. We're glad. Thank you. And he chops one foul down the third base side for a strike. We're going to be interviewing players throughout the course of tonight's game. It's 4-0. The National League, they put a 4 spot up in the top of the first, and Tommy Lynch so far has retired the first 2 batters he's faced here in the bottom half of the first inning. The right-hander winds it up and fires to Hess, and he smacks one pretty well to deep left field.
Oh.
And what a catch.
Nice play.
Great catch there by the left fielder. Well, not exactly sure who that was. Phillips from Gowanda is listed, but I can't see the uniform. Can you tell?
I can't tell from that angle.
Well, that was a great catch.
Yes, it is. Gavin Phillips running in there. All
right, Gavin Phillips with the first defensive gem of the night, and that'll do it. In the bottom half of the first inning, no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. After 1 complete, it's the National League 4, the American League nothing. You're watching the 3rd annual Chuck Senn Senior All-Star Game on Western New York Athletics.
Our homes have become offices, gyms, schools, and playgrounds. And at Western New York Immediate Care, we know you may need us now more than ever. Whether you've suffered a minor injury or just aren't feeling well, Western New York Immediate Care physicians are trained to diagnose and treat most non-life-threatening injuries and illnesses. With 5 convenient locations open 7 days a week, help is never far away. Life has changed, but Western New York Immediate Care is still here for you.
I love being home.
There's nothing better than owning the perfect house to come home to. You've earned it, and we'll make it happen. Our local real estate experts and in-house team of financial professionals make buying or selling your home simple. Howard Hanna. Home happens here.
I love being home.
Welcome back. We start in the bottom half of the second inning, and a new pitcher, Luke Blandino from Nichols, is on the mound. Tom Zerwicki from St. Joe's is behind the plate. And so many times...
Representing Kawanda,
Gavin Phillips, who made that diving catch in left field to end the bottom of the first, leads off here for the National League. Right-handed batter. Beautiful catch. And how many times do you see that? The man who makes a great defensive play leads off the next inning.
I'm expecting a hit here from Gavin.
Okay.
Juices are flowing. He's feeling confident right now.
Well, that catch would give you a lot of confidence, wouldn't it?
Oh, no doubt.
Here's the pitch from Blandino. Way up high, ball 1-0. I guess for the players, might be a little difficult to control the adrenaline a little bit. You're excited to be playing with the best of the best from around the region.
Well, also, we got a good crowd here on hand today.
Bouncing ball to second. The short throw to first is in time, and there's one away in the top half of the second.
Mason Cisco.
Mason's off to play at Canisius.
A lot of these kids are staying in the area to play baseball. Canisius, Niagara. We got a bunch of kids going to Albany, too.
Well, I think what you see is the landscape of Western New York baseball. The competitiveness is really juiced up with our Division I landscape, and now Duville going Division II. So you are seeing from a training level and a competitive level that we're stepping up as an area. So you're seeing more kids stay home because those situations are there for them.
There's a high pop-up foul and out of play. Cisco out of Lancaster.
Another ECIC1 player. I mean, really good bat here.
Left-handed hitter. Blandino, one of those guys who likes to work out of the stretch even with no one on base. And that pitch is a little low and outside for ball 2. 2-1. Mason Cisco taps the end of the bat on home plate. Blandino fires. Down low for a ball, 3-1. I wasn't even sure that Duville had a baseball team. I know they have a girls' softball team.
Well, they recently applied for their Division II. To be a Division II member. So it's a good opportunity for Western New York athletes now that a Division II is finally in Western New York.
A nice catch by the left fielder. Tyler Kelly from Orchard Park. At least that's what it says on my roster. And the batter now. This looks like another Nichols player with the green, or is it swing and a miss? But that's not a Nichols player. I've lost my place here.
We're here at Maddox DeLong from Allegheny Limestone.
Ah, Maddox DeLong. Thank you. Pitch bounces in there. It's a ball, and the count evens at 1-1. We're in the top of the second. The pitch. Another ball. That last nice catch by the left fielder. We've had a couple of good defensive plays already in this one.
And I would say that we're in store for a bunch.
Well, you got an all-star game and the best of the best, right?
And we're playing on carpet, so you're going to see some good stuff.
Down low for a ball. From Blandino, tall right-hander. Xander Payne started for the American League. Luke Blandino out of Nichols here in the second inning. Breaking ball and a beauty for a strike. And that'll make it a full count at 3-2. Blandino stretches and pitches. Swing and a miss, dropped by the catcher. He'll tag the runner, and that'll do it for the American League team here in the top half of the second inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left after an inning and a half. The American League 4, the National League 4, American League nothing. I totally reverse that. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back with more All-Star Baseball after this.
Sometimes it just isn't your day. We all need a little help from time to time. That's why we're committed to providing safe, quick, and cost-effective care. And we keep it simple. Just walk in. We're here for you. Learn more today.
With exclusive buyer insights and our 100% money-back guarantee, we're confident we'll find buyers for your home. Howard Hanna. Home happens here.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics. Call our Buffalo office today for an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs.
Do you insure a lot of businesses?
Yes, we do.
How about restaurants?
We got a bunch.
Do you cover property damage?
Yes, we do.
How about my equipment?
Covered.
How about sewer backup?
We got it.
What if my cook gets hurt?
They're covered.
Foodborne illnesses?
Covered.
What if my party tent goes down?
Covered under property damage.
And you say this is all under one policy?
One policy.
When do I pay?
Once a month.
Just one time?
Just one.
Is there anything you don't cover?
What's your record for consecutive questions asked?
31.
Tables. We don't do tables.
Gotta love Buffalo.
For all your insurance questions, call the Wolf at 835-WOLF.
Seen that. Looks like Borello. Okay. Who's the batter? Well, welcome back to the Depew High School for the
Representing Little Valley, Cody Colton. Cody's off to JCC next season.
There's a strike, and it's 0-1. And the leadoff batter of the inning. And there's a fly ball, pretty well hit, but the center fielder is there and makes the catch for the first out of the inning.
Now up, representing Williamsville East, Mike Stelrick.
Mike Stelrick from Williamsville East is the batter, and he will face, out of East Aurora, Raymond Wojek. The lefty fires. A little high and outside for a ball.
Stelrecht heading to Division I, SUNY Binghamton.
We were just there for the state championships. Ball outside, 2-0.
How's that facility?
Beautiful.
Oh,
gorgeous. There's no excuse for the University of Buffalo not to have something like that.
Oh.
But that's a whole other story.
True. We could talk way through more than 9 innings today about that.
And you'd probably like to as a baseball coach in this area.
I would love to.
It is gorgeous. It's the perfect size facility, and there's no reason it could have been built on the University of Buffalo campus. Instead, it's at Binghamton, so it's quite attractive for a lot of New York State ball players to head there. Pitches outside, ball 3-0 on Stelrecht. Wojek fires, breaking ball popped up into center field. Center fielder and the right fielder. Now the right fielder comes over and makes that play.
Representing Orchard Park, Pat Evans.
Matt Evans from Orchard Park is the batter. You know, these lineups have done more to confuse me than to help me, to be perfectly honest. Left-handed batter facing the left-handed pitcher.
Another ECIC 1 player, Orchard Park.
Well, you had a good look at him then, didn't you? Foul back onto the screen.
Very good batter and very good right-handed pitcher. Heading to N-Trip.
Well, ECC and NCCC both have fabulous baseball programs, don't they?
I mean, you had both of them at least go to the Final Four regional, and you had N-Trip represent the region in the JUCO World Series. Not a bad setup for Western New York.
No, not at all. A pitch in there for a strike, and the count evens at 2-2 on Hess. The pitch. popped up. Fouling out of play. Look out behind us. And the count remains at 2-2. The pitch. Line drive, and that will be fielded on one hop by the second baseman, but there's no throw, and that's a base hit. So Hess gets on.
Next up, representing Hamburg, Evan Chafee.
And here's another outstanding player, Evan Chafee. Evan Chafee, the lefty, he hits left-handed too, is headed to the University of Alabama.
Another ECIC 1. ECIC 1 loaded.
I would say so. And I would think if you're going to the University of Alabama, you got to be redshirted there. You're not. I mean,
I'm not sure what's on tap for Evan, but heck of a player, and who knows? There's probably 50 guys just like him showing up to campus.
That's what I meant. And I don't know if Alabama's a powerhouse like it is in football, but it's a big-time school with big-time athletics. And good for him for getting a chance to go and represent Western New York in Alabama. The pitch. Bouncing ball foul toward the third base dugout. One and two on Evan Chafee, the Hamburg lefty. Throws and bats left-handed. Hess gets his lead from first. Here's the pitch. Outside and low. Ball 2, 2-2. Now you would have faced all these guys.
Oh,
more than once.
We run the gauntlet at West Seneca. I mean, it might be my bias, but I feel like
there goes the runner. And there's the ball on the ground to third. Long throw is high, but Yale at first pulls it down, and the inning is over.
Great play by Billy Morris, ECIC 1 player as well.
And that'll do it for the first 2 innings. It's the National League 4, the American League nothing. You're watching high school baseball on Western New York Athletics.
Sometimes it just isn't your day. We all need a little help from time to time. That's why we're committed to providing safe, quick, and cost-effective care. And we keep it simple. Just walk in. We're here for you. Learn more today.
With exclusive buyer insights and our 100% money-back guarantee, we're confident we'll find buyers for your home. Howard Hanna. Home happens here.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics. Call our Buffalo office today for an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs.
Do you insure a lot of businesses?
Yes, we do.
How about restaurants?
We got a bunch.
Do you cover property damage?
Yes, we do.
How about my equipment?
Covered.
How about sewer backup?
We got it.
What if my cook gets hurt?
They're covered.
Foodborne illnesses?
Covered. We're under property damage.
And you say this is all under one policy?
One policy.
When do I pay?
Once a month.
Just one time?
Just one.
Is there anything you don't cover?
What's your record for consecutive questions asked?
31.
Tables. We don't do tables.
Gotta love Buffalo.
For all your insurance questions, call the Wolf at 835-WOLF.
We're back at Depew High School. Aiden Kennedy from Southwestern will pitch this inning for the American League, and we're joined now by Max Yale, headed to West Virginia. Big, tall left-hander. What are you going to study at West Virginia?
I'm going to study business.
Business. Good for you. So tell me a little bit about the recruiting process and what it was like for you, and what was the final decision in terms of choosing West Virginia.
It all started after I threw a PBR event when I was 15. They reached out to me and I had a 30-minute conversation with them. And a week later, I found myself on a FaceTime call with them during COVID. And their assistant coach, Steve Sabins, walked me around the campus for 2.5 hours, showing me the entire campus. And that really showed me that they really cared about me, really wanted me there. And I stuck with them, stayed in touch with them for a couple months after that, and decided that it was the best school for me to choose. Close to home, great grandma can come watch me, family can come watch me. Just all worked out in my favor. And committed their stats.
Now, what do you anticipate happening when you get down there? A lot of teams have a lot of guys who have that extra year of eligibility? Do you anticipate competing for playing time right away, or there's a pop-up foul and out of play, or do you expect to be redshirted? Or how do you think this is going to play out for you?
I know we have a really solid recruiting class going in, and I know I'm a guy that needs a lot of work, so I'm going to go there and I'm going to try to make my name, put my name out there immediately, get on the roster, throw a lot of innings my freshman year, but that's the plan for now. We'll see what happens. I'll be happy with whatever happens. So.
Well, tell us what you throw. Give us your repertoire.
I throw a 4-seam fastball, 2-seam fastball. I like to throw them in the same at bat. Mess with the hitter. I throw a curveball. People say it's a slider. I call it a curveball. I throw my changeup as well.
So if you need an out, a big strikeout, what pitch do you go to?
I go with my curveball.
Curveball? You had a beauty the other night that was called a ball. We were in Binghamton, and I still don't believe he called that a ball. I think Tim Gardner might remember that pitch. I was stunned. What's it like in a game when you feel like you're getting squeezed from an umpire as the first batter of the inning draws a walk? What's it like? How tough is it to maintain your composure when things aren't quite going? You can't get into rhythm and they're not going the way you'd like them to.
Ever since I was a kid, my dad always told me to just take a deep breath if anything wasn't going in my favor. So I've always been with that. So I come off the mound if something's not going my way, and I reset and notice what they're calling balls and strikes, and I know at the next level the strike zone is not going to be that big, so I just got to get used to it now and realize that's what I'm going to have to work with for the rest of my life, hopefully.
What's it like to play in a game like this with the best of Western New York?
Oh, this is awesome. I'm friends with everyone here. It's a great environment. A lot of people here, all smile. This is awesome. Definitely one for the books.
Well, from talking to you, obviously the goal for you is to pitch in the major leagues, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Awesome. Well, congratulations and good luck, Max. Keep up the great work representing Western New York. Thank you for joining us. That's Max Yale headed to West Virginia. And Aiden Kennedy fires. Nice stop by the catcher. We have a runner on first.
Johnny Watson here up to bat from Alden.
And a runner on first who started the inning. Still 4-0 in favor of the National League. They scored 4 times in the top of the first. There's a chopper down the third baseline, gloved by the third baseman. He'll go over to first in time for the out. The runner on first will move to second base. And there's a runner on second now with one away.
Representing North Tonawanda, Eric Zinkowski.
Eric Zinkowski from North Tonawanda, who will head to NCCC to play, I'm assuming to play baseball. I don't know that. But if you're in this game and you're headed to N-Trip, chances are you're going to play baseball there. You're going to try to, right?
If you're part of that program, you're part of a junior college powerhouse.
The pitch, swinging a chopper foul. I think he just got a piece of that one. Well, interesting stuff to hear from Max Yale, how he maintains his composure and what his pitching repertoire is. Now, was he someone you had seen?
Oh, not personally, but in summer ball, he's gotten himself out there, gotten himself seen, and put himself in a good position to be very successful at that next level.
Pitch is low, a nice stop by the catcher. We're in the top of the third, and it's 4-1 in the National League. They got all 4 runs in the top of the first. There's a strike.
I think we're still playing that 1-run wager up on the board too, Stu.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you, Joe.
I think we're playing that 1-run wager still up on the board.
Yeah. Pitch is a ball.
So home team +1 for today.
2-2 on the batter. The pitch. Outside for a ball. Aiden Kennedy on the mound. I saw him in the season opener at Iroquois at quarterback last season with Tom Prince. He and Trey Kleitz had quite a duel. Kennedy drove his team down to score, and then Kleitz came back and drove his team down to score, and there's a called strike 3.
Now representing City Honors, Quinn Mahoney.
Here's Glenn Mahoney from City Honors, headed to Brockport. Quinn Mahoney out of City Honors. Nice to see a City of Buffalo ball player out here. Another left-handed batter facing Aiden Kennedy. The pitch. Ooh, ripped foul down the first baseline. He was out in front of that one. Didn't miss getting it fair by much, did he?
No, it was real close there. It looks like Eric Saladen with the call there.
Well, you and I have a good view of down the foul line, so we could have called that one too.
Are we using video replay for this game?
I highly doubt it, but anything is possible in this day and age. Pitch is down low for a ball, and the count evens at 1-1. We're going to keep it right here at the half-inning break. We're going to toss it to Tom Prince, are we? All right, that's what we're going to do. The pitch to Mahoney, down low for a ball. Runner on second, 2 down. You know, one of the great things about doing stuff for Western New York Athletics, you get to see the multi-sport athletes, which is really a cool thing.
Always a good thing, especially, I mean, look, we got a pitcher here who was a quarterback, translates well.
Well, and there's a nice play by Kennedy. As soon as that ball was hit, he made a beeline for the mound. So that's the end of the top of the third. They do not score, and they leave a runner on. It's 4-0 American League after 2.5. And we're going to go out to Tom Prince now.
Folks, we're going to take a special moment in this game. A couple of years ago, we started what was called the Colpoys Barrows Cup. What that was meant to do was to recognize spot for the player. Going to name those finalists for Player of the Year. Before we do that, I'd like to bring out Don Colpoys, whose dad was named after this. We are going to do this in team alphabetical order. So our first finalist, representing Canisius, Tommy Lynch. Next player was not able to be here tonight, but we will announce his name. Representing the home team right here in Depew, Josh Tulin. Next player, representing East Aurora, Raymond Wojcik. The next player, representing Hamburg, Evan Shafee. The next player, also representing Hamburg, Nolan Smith. The next player was not able to be here again tonight. Representing Iroquois, Cam Cooper. We're going to stay right there at Iroquois. As our next one, also representing Iroquois, Owen Silliman. Our next player represents Lancaster. Our next finalist, Billy Morris. Our next player unfortunately could not be here tonight either, but he represents Maryville, Dalton Harper. Your next player representing Medina, Zach Fike. Our next player, representing Niagara Falls, Morgan Zitera. Your next player represents Portville, Max Yale. Our next player represents Royhart Thomas Russo. Our next player unfortunately could not be here tonight. He's the pitcher for St. Joe's, Eric Swinsicki.
Can I get closer? Dad, we got any batteries? Yeah.
Sorry guys, the mic went out, so I'll use my voice, okay?
How many? 2. Just unscrew the bottom.
Wednesday at St. Joe's,
Francis,
our next finalist,
get the mic from him, unscrew the bottom, it's very simple.
Our last finalist will represent Williams-Ville East, Cooper Rosano. Folks, give a hand for your finalists for Player of the Year.
So there you have it, the finalists for Western New York's Player of the Year. Jeff, would you care to weigh in on which player you think might be the eventual winner?
Oh, wow, Stu.
Put you on the spot a little bit there, didn't I?
That's so tough. I mean, look at that group of dudes right there. They're just straight up dudes. I mean, great players. I'd hate to be on that committee trying to pick one of those guys. I would take any one of them anytime.
Well, that looks like Cade Neubauer from Sound as we go to the bottom half of the third inning. And let's see. They have, that is Rodriguez catching from Lackawanna, I believe. Matt Rodriguez is behind the plate, and Cade Neubauer on the mound for the National League as the American League waits to bat here in the bottom half of the third inning. And you saw the impressive array of finalists for the Western New York Player of the Year. And I couldn't get Coach Helmbrick to name just one, could I?
If we can go 1/15th of an award and give it to all 15, it would make life a lot easier.
Spoken like a diplomatic coach. Got to play some of these kids again at some point. Well, not these are all seniors, but their teams.
Yeah, I mean, we had some underclassmen that were finalists, but that's a good class for 2022, that's for sure.
Well, it just seems like baseball in Western New York's in a very good spot, and we're developing a lot of talent, maybe more than, 10 or 15 years ago? Seems to be a bit of a renaissance.
Well, if you take a look around at the landscape, I mean, you have more indoor facilities. So, with our very short summer, kids are inside training, working really hard with some of the top trainers. We have some really good trainers in Western New York. I mean, and look at the facilities. I mean, starting with the facility we're at here. I mean, Depew, state of the art. So more kids are participating, and it's something to get excited about.
Frank Manzella from Kenmore East is leading off. He's headed for, if I read that right, Northland. Don't know where that is. Or does that say Walsh? Not sure what that says. He's a left-handed hitter out of Kenmore East. We got a little bit of a delay as we wait for someone to get out into left field.
Think they're short on left fielders today, Stu?
Well, they've had two really good plays out there in left field, so worst case scenario, Coach, I'll send you out there.
I forgot my glove.
Neubauer fires. He's got some good velocity on that one. He's high and outside, and it's ball 1-0. Neubauer winds it up and fires. Bouncing ball toward third. Shortstop gloves it. The long throw is not in time, and the first baseman couldn't scoop that one out anyway, and that'll be a base hit to start the bottom of the third.
Looks like Zach Fike.
Out of Medina, another left-handed batter. Runner on first.
Next up, representing Medina, Zach Fike.
Neubauer now works out of the stretch. The pitch up high for a ball. The pitch. There's a strike on the inside corner, and the count evens at 1-1. Fike fouls one off, and it's a 1-2 count. Nobody out, a runner on in the bottom of the third. National League leading this one 4-0. 1-2 on the batter, Fike. The pitch. Chop toward shortstop. Glove by the shortstop. Steps on second. Throws to first in time for a nicely done double play. Beautifully done by the shortstop. Colbert from Lancaster making that play.
Another ECIC1 stud.
And this is from Williamsville North. West Seneca East. Oh, this would be one of your town rivals.
Yeah, Jake Madison.
Jake Madison from West Seneca East. I'm sure you've had a good look at him. Neubauer lines it up and fires. Swing and a miss. Neubauer getting some help from his defense there. Nice play by the shortstop. Anytime you don't have to throw the ball, it's a better play, right?
Oh, makes life a lot easier.
Pitch is way up high. Is that one of those things you preach to your guys? The less you throw it around, the better?
I mean, we like to keep our arms loose. Just keeping those arms loose, playing a game of catch. That's what we always say, play a game of catch.
So in other words, when there's a runner on, if you can cut down on the number of throws and a ball hits one of your infielders, you do want to cut them down.
We definitely want to cut them down. Least likely for a mistake.
Bouncing ball toward the second baseman. Glove the throw to first in time. And Neubauer faces 3 batters, gets some help with the double play. The American League does not score, and after 3 complete, American League 4, National League nothing. You're watching the 3rd annual Chuck Senn Senior All-Star Game on Western New York Athletics.
Sometimes it just isn't your day. We all need a little help from time to time. That's why we're committed to providing safe, quick, and cost-effective care. And we keep it simple. Just walk in. We're here for you. Learn more today.
With exclusive buyer insights and our 100% money-back guarantee, we're confident we'll find buyers for your home. Howard Hanna. Home happens here.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics. Call our Buffalo office today for an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs.
Do you insure a lot of businesses?
Yes, we do.
How about restaurants?
We got a bunch.
Do you cover property damage?
Yes, we do.
How about my equipment?
Covered.
How about sewer backup?
We got it.
What if my cook gets hurt?
You're covered.
Foodborne illnesses?
Covered.
What if my party tent goes down?
Covered under property damage.
And you say this is all under one policy?
One policy.
When do I pay?
Once a month.
Just one time?
Just one.
Is there anything you don't cover?
What's your record for consecutive questions asked?
31.
Tables. We don't do tables.
Gotta love Buffalo.
For all your insurance questions, call the Wolf at 835-WOLF.
So we have a new battery here as we start the 4th inning. Zach Fike pitching for the American League. And behind the plate from St. Joe's, Thomas Zerwicki. And the man who made that outstanding double play leads off the inning. Blaze Colbert from Lancaster. Left-handed hitter. Obviously throws right-handed or he wouldn't be at shortstop. Made a real nice play on that DP. And he will lead off the inning here. Top half of the 4th. 4-0 National League. They got all 4 in the first inning. Colbert with the batting gloves on both hands. The pitch from Pike in there for a strike. 0-1. So how do you handle your pitching staff, Coach? Do you like drill it into them from day one, throw strikes?
Well, I think our mentality is the best pitch in baseball is strike one.
And there's a ball that the second baseman cannot handle. It was in it anyway.
Representing Gowanda, Maddox Browning.
Maddox Browning from Gowanda,
The Navy to defend our country.
who will head to the Navy as he gets a round of applause. Left-handed batter against Zach Fike. Strike one, right?
Strike one. Best pitch in baseball. I mean, you throw that first pitch strike, and as a pitcher, it puts you ahead in the count, 1, and 2, you can work your other pitches where it makes it very difficult for the hitter to really square up on anything.
There's a foul ball to even up the count at 1-1.
Hey, Stu?
Yes, sir.
Can I jump in on that?
Yeah, of course.
About
This is Tim Gardner, by the way.
old baseball player, coach sometimes, and avid baseball watcher. John Smoltz, if you ever watch him on TV, is a wealth of knowledge.
Oh yes, I loved him as a pitcher too.
One of his quotes was, "Their pitching staff used to have a goal of getting to a 1-2 count or the batter out within the first 3 pitches."
I like that.
Something that stuck.
Well, I guess if you got him at 1-2, then maybe that next pitch you get them to get themselves out. Oh, the ball gets past the catcher, and the runner will head down to second. He's going to make a wide turn, but he will stop. That's ball 4.
Representing Newfane, Brady Harrington.
Brady Harrington from Newfane is the batter. He'll go to Alfred State. So Fike in a bit of a jam here. In the top of the 4th, runners at first and second, and nobody out. And now, Fike will face the right-handed batter, Harrington. There's a ball high and away, 1-0. So, Coach, in these games, like, did you talk to your guys when you coached it about nerves in a game like this because it's the best of the best? Bouncing ball toward first, gloved by the first baseman. He'll step on the bag, and there's one away as the runners move to second and third.
I think for this type of environment, you just tell these guys to go out there and play and have fun with it. It's a moment that no one can ever take away from you, and it's a lot of fun and something you'll probably talk about, for the rest of your life.
Next up, represent Ellicottville, Lucas Marsh.
Lucas Marsh from Ellicottville is the batter, and we're going to have another interview guest. Takes a ball inside. Tommy Lynch?
Vic Mazzaro.
Vic Mazzaro. Sorry, but I got one of your teammates. Let's get a headset down here for Vic Mazzaro. Oh, here we go. Here you go. Put him on, please.
All right.
The pitch. Swing and a miss. All right. Vic Mazzaro joining us from Canisius High School. Where are you headed next year?
I'm headed to the University of Albany.
Albany. Do you know what you're going to study?
Business and law.
Good for you. That's great. There's a strike. So what was it about Albany that go to school there and get your education?
Yeah, well, first of all, they have a good law academics first. So I was looking into it before baseball even came into the conversation. Because that kind of sparked, it was a no-brainer for me.
Tell us a little bit about yourself as a baseball player.
I think I bring a couple different things to the table. First of all, I consider myself to be a pretty good leader. I like to rally the guys. For me, that's just something that I enjoy to do. It's fun. Get the guys hyped up and dialed into the game. And on the field, I'm a utility guy defensively. I think I could do a couple different things out there, and it's just fun to be able to have fun, be an athlete.
And now, how many sports did you play at Canisius?
At Canisius, I played 3, baseball, soccer, and hockey.
And obviously, since you're playing baseball in college, that was your favorite, yes?
It was. Baseball, following in my brother's footsteps, I've always looked up to him. And he got me started at a young age, and I just fell in love with the game.
What have the Albany coaches told you about what they want to see from you when you get there in the fall?
A lot of it was, their middle guys are graduating, so they wanted me to go out there and try and set a good first impression, just be myself. Don't put too much pressure on myself. Just go out there, have fun, and do what I can do.
So you've played first, second, third, and short?
Not really, not as much first.
Second, third, and short.
Second, third, short, a little bit of outfield.
What's your best spot on the diamond?
I think shortstop. I've been playing there since a young age, and I just feel most comfortable out there, and I think that's a huge thing, to be able to be myself and be confident and just go out there and have fun, play loose.
Well, tell us a little bit about playing in a game like this. How much fun is it for you?
This is awesome. I mean, being surrounded with such good baseball players, good guys, good friends of mine, some rivals even. It's
you mean
awesome.
the St. Joe's kids?
I didn't say that.
You didn't have to.
Yeah, I think all of us, in a game like this, we're able to come together, share smiles, and share memories, regardless of if we've played together, against each other, or never even shared a diamond. It's awesome.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Vic. Good luck at Albany.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
And we'll get back to the ball game here. They've added a run as the National League, and they now lead it 5-1 in the fourth. And thank you very much, Vic Mazzaro, off to State University of New York at Albany.
Thank you for having me.
Anytime. There's a ball outside, and there's a runner on at second base, Rodriguez from Lackawanna. And the pitch. High pop-up, foul. That might get out of play. First baseman hustling over, and he can't quite get there. So it's just a foul ball. Now I was talking to Vic, and who's at the plate?
Yeah, number 23 looks like.
Fike winds it up and fires. Down low, ball 4. And there's runners at first and second with 2 down.
Representing Lewiston Porter, Carter Krozak.
Carter Krozak from Lewiston Porter is the batter. He's headed to Niagara University. Pretty sure he played high school basketball, too. His name is...
I believe he did.
Takes a strike.
That last batter was Jack Foster.
Thank you. I just didn't hear his name when I was talking to Vic. It's Krozak. 2 down, a run in. Runners at first and second. First, second, and third. The bases are loaded. Excuse me. Here's the pitch. And he chops it on the ground to third. Long throw over to first is in time. And that'll do it for the National League here in the top half of the fourth. They get a run. They leave the bases loaded. After 3.5, National League 5, American League nothing. This is the third annual Chuck Senn Senior All-Star Game you're watching on Western New York Athletics.
Our homes have become offices, gyms, schools, and playgrounds. And at Western New York Immediate Care, we know you may need us now more than ever. Whether you've suffered a minor injury or just aren't feeling well, Western New York Immediate Care physicians are trained to diagnose and treat most non-life-threatening injuries and illnesses. With 5 convenient locations open 7 days a week, help is never far away. Life has changed, but Western New York Immediate Care is still here for you.
I love being home.
There's nothing better than owning the perfect house to come home to. You've earned it, and we'll make it happen. Our local real estate experts and in-house team of financial professionals make buying or selling your home simple. Howard Hanna. Home happens here.
I love being home.
Fredonia. Morgan Zatera. Is that that's the kid from Lackawanna? Rodriguez still, isn't it? Yeah. And this is the bottom of the fourth, right?
Did you figure out the catcher?
Yeah, it's Rodriguez from Lackawanna. Okay. Morgan Zatera out of Niagara Falls, New York, is headed to Fredonia in the fall. We're going to be joined shortly by Evan Chafee, the Hamburg left-hander. Rodriguez remains the catcher from Lackawanna, as we are now in the bottom half of the fourth inning. The American League leading this one 5-0. I'm waiting for Tom Prince to announce the leadoff batter. He may have done it, and I might have missed it. Thomas Zerwicki from St. Joe's headed to Canisius to play baseball. And he will face,
representing St. Joe's, Thomas Zerwicki.
Zerwicki will face Morgan Zatera. Zatera is a big, tall, right-handed kid. With his size, looks like he should be able to throw pretty hard. Now, he's someone that you did not face, I take.
Did not face.
He winds it up and fires. He's got some good heat there, and it's fouled away, and it's 0-1. Hot, humid night in Depew, where the third annual Chuck Senn Senior All-Star game. Put together by Tom Prince. Great production by Tom. Here's a strike one pitch. Up high for a ball, 1-1. Joined by Evan Chafee out of Hamburg. Here's the pitch. Fouled away, and the count goes to 1-2. Well, Evan, thank you for joining us. How are you?
Good. How are you?
All right, put that up close so we can hear you.
Good. How are you?
Yeah, there you go. So describe what it was like to play in the state semifinal and final for you and the guys.
Oh, it was just a great experience. I mean, I wouldn't trade it for anything. Even though we didn't come out like on top like we wished we would have, just the experiences, I wouldn't trade anything for it because just like another weekend with the guys was amazing. It was awesome.
How did you and the University of Alabama find each other? What was the recruiting process like for you?
So when I was a sophomore, I was playing in a tournament down in Fort Myers, I think, with this team called Elite Squad, who's based out of West Palm Beach, Florida. And my coach for that team was good friends with. He has a lot of connections with like all the SEC schools, really. So I threw pretty well, and then he ended up giving me their contact information at Alabama. I talked to them for a while, like on and off, and then I ended up going down for like a camp down there in like January of my sophomore year, and I threw a bullpen there, threw pretty well, and they ended up offering me, and a few months later I ended up accepting because it was just amazing. I loved it.
How excited are you to have a chance to go down there and compete?
I'm excited just because like I know like my work ethic, and I just feel like if I keep working and just like the opportunity I have there, like I don't think anything will stand in my way really.
What have those coaches told you? Everybody knows Alabama from football.
Yeah.
But it's a powerhouse in football. Is it the same kind of powerhouse in baseball?
Yeah, I mean they really treat all their athletics very similarly. Like if you watch the NCAA basketball tournament, Alabama's always a contender. Baseball, they're always a contender. Obviously football, they're really good. But just like they put a lot of money and time into their athletics, obviously, and it shows. It really does show with the way they handle development and stuff like that.
So what do they want you to do once you get down there or before you get down there? What are they?
Right now, I mean, my main focus is just putting a lot of weight on right now. Like they're always telling me to hit the weight room and get some food in me. So I think they're gonna feed me pretty good when I'm down there. It'll be some good steaks and whatever I want to eat at the athletic dining hall there, so I'm excited for that.
Describe your repertoire as a pitcher.
As a pitcher, like I really just like throwing like all my pitches. Like I know I've always had like pretty good stuff, and just trying to get that fastball in there, and then throwing that curveball and changeup. Like if I get to a count where I can throw that curveball, I know I have them because a lot of people like can't really hit my curveball super well. That pitch there.
So in other words, that's your out pitch.
Yeah, the curveball. I mean, I can throw it by guys, and I like these. It's the most fun pitch to throw for me.
How do you feel about having to give up hitting?
I'm not a big fan of it, but I mean, like, even if you go to pro baseball, those guys wish they could still hit. I mean, I'm sure like a lot of like pitchers I know in college that are just pitchers. They still will hit a little bit. Just it's not in the games. Like they'll try to take BP and stuff like that because it's really good for like your rotational work and stuff like that. So it won't be my last time picking up a bat, but it may be the last time hitting off a live pitcher for a while.
Now, what are you going to study at Alabama?
I'm going to study finance. I really like that kind of stuff.
Awesome. Well, hopefully you'll have financial knowledge when you put your name on a major league contract.
Yeah, hopefully I'll be managing someone that's putting their name on a major league contract.
Well, something tells me before you do that, you want to have a chance to play.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's definitely the main goal.
All right, Evan. Well, thank you very much for joining us. Good luck at Alabama, and we know you'll always represent Western New York. Thank you very much. Good luck. That's Evan Chafee from Hamburg.
Have a good one.
Thank you. You too. Headed to the University of Alabama. Pitch is up high for a ball. We have 2 outs and nobody on base in the top half of the 5th inning with the American League squad leading the National League squad 5-0. For some reason, they put a 1-up on there. And there's the pitch up high, ball 4. And they get a base runner, 2 away.
Joe Cicchini from Medina High School.
Joe Cicchini.
Yes.
That one I know because I had the good fortune of doing a couple of their games in the playoffs. Joe Cicchini is headed to SUNY Maritime where he'll play football. Harrington on the mound out of Niagara Falls. Pitch is a beauty on the inside corner for a strike, and it's 0-1. That's Morgan Zatera on the mound. Big right-hander. Retired the first 2 batters here in the 5th. And then walked the batter, and there's a bouncing ball toward third. Gloved by the third baseman. A long throw to first is in time. And that will do it for the American League here in the bottom half of the 4th inning. They do not score, and after 4 complete, it's the American League 5 and the National League. It's the National League 5 and the American League nothing. You're watching high school baseball on Western New York Athletics.
Sometimes it just isn't your day. We all need a little help from time to time. That's why we're committed to providing safe, quick, and cost-effective care. And we keep it simple. Just walk in. We're here for you. Learn more today.
With exclusive buyer insights and our 100% money-back guarantee, we're confident we'll find buyers for your home. Howard Hanna. Home happens here.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics. Call our Buffalo office today for an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs.
Do you insure a lot of businesses?
Yes, we do.
How about restaurants? How about my equipment?
Covered.
How about sewer backup?
We got it.
What if my cook gets hurt?
You're covered.
Foodborne illnesses?
Covered.
What if my party tent goes down?
Covered under property damage.
And you say this is all under one policy?
One policy.
When do I pay?
Once a month.
Just one time?
Just one.
Is there anything you don't cover?
What's your record for consecutive questions asked?
31.
Tables. We don't do tables.
Gotta love Buffalo.
For all your insurance questions, call the Wolf at 835-WOLF.
Ben Balin on the mound from Timon. And the first batter of the inning out of Williamsville North is Ryan Steckel, and we're joined by gentleman from Williamsville East, Mike Stelrecht. And Mike, you're headed to SUNY Binghamton to play baseball.
Yes, that's correct.
Tell me what was the recruiting process like, and how did you wind up there?
I got the coach's number from my coach, and then I probably talked on the phone with him for like 9 months. We built up the relationship with him, and then got on a Zoom call. It was during COVID, and he offered me, and I accepted right there.
So how many other schools were you in a conversation with, or did you meet the Binghamton coach and decide, I like these guys, that's where I want to go?
Yeah, exactly. They were my first offer, and I took it. I thought they were great guys, and I didn't want to wait around.
Have you seen their facility?
Yes.
It's gorgeous.
It's pretty sweet. I'm excited.
So tell me a little bit about yourself as a player.
So I switch it. I play middle infield. Yeah.
Are you better from the right side or the left side?
I'd say I'm pretty much the same from both. I don't think I'm better at either one. So.
Short or second?
I prefer short, but I can play second.
Okay. What are you going to study at Binghamton?
Mechanical engineering.
Good for you. How are you going to study McBall? That's a tall order.
Yeah, I don't know. I've always wanted to do it, so it was just something I wanted to do from a young age.
Now, do you expect to actually have the opportunity to compete for playing time as a freshman, or do they have, there's a bouncer toward the second baseman, glove, throw to first in time for the out, one away. So have they told you that you'll have a chance to compete? Have they mentioned red shirt? What have they told you, really?
They haven't said anything, but their shortstop just graduated this year, so I'll at least get a chance. That's pretty cool.
And that's all you want is the opportunity, right?
Exactly, yes.
So when you watched, did you go and watch Binghamton play at all, or was their season the same time as yours? Did you get
same time? I have not.
So you haven't seen them play?
No.
Okay.
Actually, I watched on ESPN Plus. So
There's a high fly ball, hit pretty well to right field, way back. Over the right fielder's head, takes one hop over the fence, and that's a ground rule double. We're talking to Mike Stelrecht from Williamsville East. What's it like for you to play in a game like this one, Mike?
It's pretty special. Like I know most of these guys that are on the field from both teams. Some of these guys that are not go to my high school I played with since like 8U. So it's pretty cool to see them in different uniforms but the same field for one more time.
So when do you have to head for Binghamton? Do they have fall baseball?
Yes, but I have no idea when I'm leaving, to be completely honest with you.
No, okay. All right. Well, anyway, Mike, thank you for joining us. Good luck at Binghamton, and we hope to hear your name a lot.
Thanks for having me.
All right, anytime, Mike. Thank you. Good luck at Binghamton. Mike Stelrecht out of Williamsville East. And that purple shirt tells me that is the player from Hamburg, perhaps?
This is Roy Hart. Ryan Metler.
Ryan Metler from Roy Hart with a runner on second. Here's the pitch up high for a ball. Ryan Metler headed to the Finger Lakes Community College, I believe. Here's the pitch. Bouncing ball toward short. Third base, the shortstop gloves it, throws to first, ball gets past the first baseman. Here comes a run to score, and Metler is on at second base. So now it's a 6-1 game in favor of the American League.
Next up, representing JFK, Bryce Perkins.
Bryce Firkins from JFK will head to Fredonia. Now on that last play, would you give the error to the shortstop or the first baseman?
Well, I think it was a tough play, so I'm not even sure I'm giving an error on that one. It's just kind of an infield type of hit. Tough play for the shortstop, so tough throw, and I'm giving it a hit.
Okay, fair enough. Runner on at second, swing and a miss. Nice stomp by the catcher. Strike one. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Ben Balin had a little something on that one out of Timon. Perkins the batter. Metker on at second. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball and a beauty, but he hit it. Should be caught into left field. The catch is made. And there are two away.
Mary's Alex Ellison.
And now we get from St. Mary's Alex Ellison, and he's headed to Hilbert. He's a right-handed batter facing Balin. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
Signal again, Francis.
The pitch. Breaking ball, chopped on the ground toward third, gloved. Throw over is in time, and that will do it. But the National League does get on the scoreboard, and after 4.5, it's 6-1, and now that one actually matters on the scoreboard. It's a 1. They scored 1, didn't they? They did not score? All right, well, it's a 0 then. So it's 6-0 American League after 4.5. And we'll be back with more baseball on Western New York Athletics.
Sometimes it just isn't your day. We all need a little help from time to time. That's why we're committed to providing safe, quick, and cost-effective care. And we keep it simple. Just walk in. We're here for you. Learn more today.
With exclusive buyer insights and our 100% money-back guarantee, we're confident we'll find buyers for your home. Howard Hanna. Home happens here.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics. Call our Buffalo office today for an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs.
Do you insure a lot of businesses?
Yes, we do.
How about restaurants?
We got a bunch.
Do you cover property damage?
Yes, we do.
How about my equipment?
Covered.
How about sewer backup?
We got it.
What if my cook gets hurt?
They're covered.
Foodborne illnesses?
Covered.
What if my party tent goes down?
Covered under property damage.
And you say this is all under one policy?
One policy.
When do I pay?
Once a month.
Just one time?
Just one.
Is there anything you don't cover?
What's your record for consecutive questions asked?
31.
Tables. We don't do tables.
Gotta love Buffalo.
For all your insurance questions, call the Wolf at 835-WOLF.
Luke Petruzzi takes over on the mound from Portville.
Is off to Rollins next year to go to school.
And he's headed to Rollins, which I believe is in Florida. And we're in the bottom half of the fifth, and if you look to our left, we see some pretty dark clouds, perhaps headed this way. So hopefully we can get more of this game in before any bad weather comes. We're under a tent here because we need to protect our equipment.
We're getting low on balls already. I need us to go after them.
And from St. Joe's, leading off will be Joey Haynes.
St. Joe's.
Canisius to play baseball.
Joey's off to play at Canisius.
And Petruzzi lines it up and fires. Called that a ball. Looks like they turned off the scoreboard. Don't know why. The pitch. There's a line drive into right field for a base hit. First baseman stuck the glove out, but couldn't make the catch, and it's a solid single. That's probably, the cleanest hit in the ball game so far.
I squared up on that.
So Haynes gets a base hit to start it off for the American League team here.
Representing Sweet Home,
Chet Palmer is the batter. He's headed to Fredonia. Right-handed batter. Takes a ball down low.
Chet is off to play baseball at Fredonia next year.
Lead off of first. Yeah, they'd fixed the scoreboard. They put a 0 up instead of, and took the 1 away. There's a strike. Evens the count at 1-1. You can feel with those clouds, it's cooling down just a little bit behind us.
I'm okay with the shade right now, Stu.
Yeah, so am I. Oh, a breaking ball and a good one that he fouls away. And it's 1-2 on Palmer. The pitch. Breaking ball. Hammered center field, and that will drop in for a base hit. Back-to-back hits to start the inning here for the American League team. Nate Milk is the batter, and he's off to Niagara University to play baseball. Well, the American League looking to add to their 6-0 lead here in the bottom of the fifth. So I guess after they get out of this inning, it's an official ball game. There's a ball. I don't know if that really matters.
Well, I think Tom would probably bring everybody back here for another date.
Probably.
If I know Tom, if this thing gets rained out, we may be coming back to finish it.
Petruzzi fires up high for a ball. 2-0. Nobody out here in the bottom of the fifth. 6-0 American League. Coach Paul Naska coaching at first base. Petruzzi fires. And that's a ball, too, and it's 3-0. Nate Milk, the batter from Williamsville East. He swings at the 3-0 pitch and foul away, and the count goes to 3-1. So what was it like for you when you were coaching this game at this point in the game? What were you feeling?
You're looking at your script. You're making sure that everybody gets their playing time, trying to keep the kids engaged, like making sure guys that are coming in, going out, they know their place. You know, like a lot of guys have said in our interviews, they're all friends. So, you know, once you get that chatter going, sometimes you forget where you are.
Well, Tyler Kelly from Orchard Park is the batter. Milt drew a walk, and the bases are loaded with nobody out here in the bottom of the fifth. Petrucci fires. Bouncing ball into right field for a base hit. Here comes one run, and here comes another one. It's a two-run single. It's misplayed, and now they have the batter, Kelly, trapped between first and second. The runner on third, Milt, breaks for the plate. Here's the throw, and he's in standing up. Although, I'm not sure if he actually touched home plate. But he scores, and now it's an 8-0 lead. Simon Davis is the batter. He'll head to Washington and Jefferson, and he'll play football. Wearing the big number 7 on his back. Petrucci's a little trouble finding the strike zone. And maybe they've stopped putting the score up on the scoreboard. Well, they've given it to the National League team. And the pitch gets past the catcher, and Kelly.
Yeah, the base is loaded. It's the right score. It's the right score.
Oh, so they did get it right. Okay, so it is now 6-3, the American League leading the National League. And Dennis Crawley heads out to talk to Petrucci. We may get a pitching change here. A runner on at third. There's still nobody out in the inning, and they've scored 3 times here. Petrucci gets the word of encouragement from Dennis Crawley, who to the third base dugout. Here's the pitch. Down low, bounces in front of the catcher and comes out in front of home plate. So the runner at third, Kelly, will stay there. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. 3-1. Couple of good, hard, clean base hits in this inning so far. Up high. And now they're runners at first and third.
Representing Eden, Trevor Masako. Trevor's off to Sudi.
Trevor Masako is the batter. Cobleskill is where he'll play baseball. Runners at first and third. Still nobody out. 3 runs in the inning. National League leads this one 6-3. Oh, a curveball and a good one for a strike. That's the best pitch Petrucci's thrown right there.
I would double that one up, huh?
I'd keep doing it until they show me they couldn't hit it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the lights are on here at Depew. The pitch. And that's down low and inside for a ball, and the count evens at 1-1. Petrucci works out of the stretch and fires. Another breaking ball, grounded foul toward that National League dugout. And it's strike 2 on the batter. Here's the pitch to Masako from Petrucci. Gets past the catcher and a run will score. Kelly from Orchard Park will score standing up, and now we have a 6-4 ball game with the National League in the lead, and we have a runner on at second, and still nobody's out. 2 strikes on Masako. Enough room in foul territory here. If one gets past the catcher, you can score from third, which is what just happened. Masako, left-handed batter. Petrucci out of the stretch. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Next up, representing Jamestown,
Matos will play baseball at ECC. He's from Jamestown. Big right-handed batter. Powerfully built young man. There's a curveball that just missed. Looked like a pretty good pitch. You heard Dennis Crawley. I don't trust the umpire. You'd never say something like that, would you, Coach?
Never.
Foul on a play. Count goes to 1-1. Well, Petruzzi on the mound has had a tough inning so far. Toe steps out of the batter's box. This game has tightened up considerably here, as the American League has put 4 on the board so far, and they still have a runner at second.
We got a lot of baseball left, Stu.
Yeah, no doubt, right? We're only in the bottom of the 5th. And there's 1 away with a runner on second and 4 runs in. The pitch. There's a ball 4. And now the runners on first and second for Petruzzi. And we're going to get we've got a little conference coming up at the mound here. Perhaps. I don't think are we getting a pitching change here?
Next up, representing Hamburg, Nolan Hevern.
Nolan Hevern, as we have a pitching change.
Nolan's off to Alfred State to play baseball.
Nolan Hevern is the batter. He had a great season for Hamburg as the Bulldogs lost in the state championship game. And now we have a left-hander on the mound.
Andrew Ayers.
Andrew Ayers out of Williamsville North is the new pitcher. While he warms up, let's take a quick break. It's 6-4, the National League leading the American League. You're watching high school baseball on Western New York Athletics.
Our homes have become offices, gyms, schools, and playgrounds. And at Western New York Immediate Care, we know you may need us now more than ever. Whether you've suffered a minor injury or just aren't feeling well, Western New York Immediate Care physicians are trained to diagnose and treat most non-life-threatening injuries and illnesses. With 5 convenient locations open 7 days a week, help is never far away. Life has changed, but Western New York Immediate Care is still here for you.
I love being home.
There's nothing better than owning the perfect house to come home to. You've earned it, and we'll make it happen. Our local real estate experts and in-house team of financial professionals make buying or selling your home simple. Howard Hanna. Home happens here.
I love being home.
Andrew Ayers from Williamsville North on to pitch.
I got called into the state games at PBR, so I went there. I played pretty good, and then the next couple of days the coach reached out, and then went and visited, and it was fantastic. I love the campus. The coaches were great to me, and I knew it was the spot when I hit the campus.
Well, what other schools were looking at you, or what other schools were you looking at?
I talked to Canisius for a little bit. There wasn't a whole lot other contacts at the time.
Tell me a little bit about what it's like to play in a game like this.
Oh, it's fantastic. I mean, I get to play with my future teammates. I'm sure you talked to Vic probably.
Yes,
but,
we did.
Yeah, they're great guys. So getting to play with future teammates and the best in Western New York, it's fantastic.
Tell me a little bit about yourself as a ball player.
I like to think I'm an all-around, all-right athlete. So when I step on the field, I like to keep that mentality and just do what I do.
Now you play center field?
Yeah.
You play any other positions, or you're just strictly an outfielder?
I mean, I pitch sometimes. It's not my cup of tea, but if a team needs me to pitch, I'll pitch. as for infield, I played a little bit of third, but it's, again, I'm just meant to be a.
Well, there's a base hit into left field. Have a 6-5 game. That's cut. League's lead gets cut into. We're talking with Owen Silliman out of Iroquois, headed to the State University of New York at Albany. What do you want to study?
Business administration is my current studying major.
And what have the coaches from Albany told you about what they want from you the day you step on campus?
Just to come in, do my job. They came and saw me playing a game, and I talk with my coach, and any way I can. Hitting and fielding is, I mean, that's the name of the game. So
expect to have a chance to compete right away, or do you expect? I mean, how many other guys graduated? You're looking at a red shirt. How do you see all that?
I like to think that I'm a pretty competitive guy, so I want to compete for a spot right out of the gate, and if it sticks, then it sticks. But yeah, that's my goal, and coach is going to do what's best for the team. So if I'm what's best for the team, then that's my ultimate goal is to play.
What's your best Iroquois baseball memory?
Probably back-to-back sectionals.
Okay, and tell me what it's like to be nominated for Player of the Year.
It's I mean, the lineup, just getting to call myself one of the best in Western New York is an honor with those guys.
All right, Owen Silliman from Iroquois. Thank you, Owen. American League looks to close the gap here. And the ball gets away from the catcher. The runner on third will stay there. It's now a 6-5 game with the National League's lead very much in jeopardy. Andrew Ayers from Williamsville North on the mound.
Facing Bryce Riley. This is a old ECIC1
matchup.
Yes.
The pitch down low. Nice stop by the catcher. This one of your guys?
This is one of mine.
Well, it's got to be a thrill for you to see him out there.
Oh, it's good to see these. Yeah, you know, Bryce was a great part of our success. This
3 from Ayers, and that's the second out of the inning.
Representing Sweet Home, Jake Dunston.
Jake Dunston from Sweet Home, who's headed to Fredonia to play baseball, is the batter. Big inning here for the American League squad. Ayers trying to put out the fire here. Up high for a ball, 1-0. So, Coach, are you glad you're not coaching tonight and with us, or would you rather be coaching?
It's actually a nice seat back here. It's good to sit back and let Dennis Crawley run the controls and Coach Nasca. I mean, they're doing a fine job. I think they volunteer for next year, too. I think I heard them say.
Sounds like someone for this game anyway. Here's the pitch up high, ball 3, 3-0. Jake Dunston, the batter. Ayers from Williamsville North works out of the stretch. The pitch. A strike at the letters, and the count goes to 3-1. Runners at second and third with 2 down. National League now leads at 6-5. Foul out of play. Dunston. I think one of the great things about a game like this is it feels like just about every school in the section is represented, and in the Monsignor Martin League too.
Oh, it's so awesome. You can't even put words behind seeing every school represented out here, multiple kids from some schools. Just such an awesome event.
Foul back onto the screen.